Hello, hello, hello. Make sure my volume's up. Hi, everyone. My name is Ron Jensen McDaniel. I am the co-chair for ArtsFest. I'm on the board for the Conway Alliance for the Arts. I just want to welcome you to our Black Artists Showcase here tonight. Earlier, we had ArtsFest Live, and we got to see some amazing local artists, both performing and visual artists. And tonight, this is our first time ever really showcasing our Black artists in the Central Arkansas area. So for all of those here present, it was a big honor to be able to be on the board and to actually get to go through the selections and see the amazing talent and become a new fan of a lot of y'all's work. So for that, I am very, very grateful. Before we go further, I do want to take a minute to thank the sponsors for ArtsFest this year. We have Engage Management, the Arkansas Community Foundation, Kiwanis of Conway, and our sponsor for the Black Artist Showcase, Silver Lake Design Studio here in Conway. And so Jessica Crum, the owner of Silver Lake Design Studio, made a short video just stating her, oh, sorry, let me get to my right screen, stating, well, I'm gonna do this. There we go. Her reasons for being a sponsor for this showcase. So I'm gonna play that video for us real fast. Excuse me, oh. I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. I'll fix that right now. Here we go.
All right, when you're ready.
Hey guys, I'm Jessica. I'm the creative director here at Silver Lake Design Studio. We're a team of designers all across the US, developers, photographers, videographers. We all do creative work for a living, and we all have a story about when we realized we could.
Sorry, y'all. Don't know why that wasn't sharing. Let's try that again.
I'm the creative director here at Silver Lake Design Studio. We're a team of designers all across the US, developers, photographers, videographers. We all do creative work for a living, and we all have a story about when we realized we could. When we realized that what we love to do, we could do for a living. And I'm sure that you guys, if you're watching it, you get it. But not everyone does. Not everyone understands that creative careers are doable and important. But what if they did? I'm imagining a Conway where artists are not starving and the local economy is booming because the arts have been infused throughout dining, architecture, downtown, everywhere. And I'm so thankful for the work that CAFTA is doing to make that a reality. So I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret of what we have cooking over here at Silver Lake. We've never announced this, like, ever to anyone, but we have invested in a brand new project for Conway, and really for all of Central Arkansas. The new project is a gap year program. We're calling it the Creative Institute. This is for students exiting high school and entering college. It's a creative pathway for people to find a career in doing what they love. So we're gonna guide young adults towards that next best step, whatever it looks like. If it's college, if it's even just entering the creative career field, we're gonna help change that narrative from starving artist to thriving artist. And I have so much more to tell you about this, but make sure you're following us at Team Silver Lake on Instagram and Facebook for all the details about the Creative Institute. I'm so excited to partner with CAFTA on much more to come. But for now, enjoy tonight. And I just want you guys to be inspired and and just excited about what's to come in Central Arkansas for the arts community. Thank you.
Well, amazing thanks to Silver Lake Design Studio. I was surprised too, didn't see it coming. So I'm very happy to know that they've got that instilled and those plans in place for the community at large. So thank you so much for that. Again, Conway is a city that's just so special. So many people come through here, either going through school or just working and living. And our first artist of our showcase is actually a graduate of UCA, and she is the co-owner, manager, and painting instructor at Painting with a Twist in West Little Rock. Please welcome Brittany Wolfe. Brittany, how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for honoring us. We really appreciate it. Once we get the slides up, we're going to show a few of your works, and we have a little bit of time. But I just wanted to ask, what inspired you at the onset of your journey here? Like, what really gave you the impetus to want to take a deep dive into your art?
Well, really, at UCA is when I really got heavy into the art program there, and I majored in painting. And I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do with that whenever I graduated, how I was going to actually turn that into a career where I could actually make money. And like she said, I didn't want to be a starving artist. I wanted to thrive. And I happened to find Painting with a Twist, and it is a great place to be able to express yourself as an artist. I get to teach people how to paint and unleash their inner artist, as I like to say. And it is just a thrill to be able to do what I love every day and to share that with everybody else.
That's amazing. That's really inspiring. So I'm sure people that come through your store, come through your business, leave better than they arrived every time.
That's the goal. That is the hope, is for them to get creative. I find that a lot of people lose that sense of creativity as they grow up. And it's kind of about finding that within yourself and finding that inner child that wasn't afraid to make mistakes and just have fun and get messy with paint. That's really, what I love to do and what I love to share with people.
Lovely. Let's take a look at some of your works that you submitted.
Yeah.
And can you tell us the titles of these? I have them in front of me. Let me say that again. The one on the right is entitled "Feelings on the State of the World," and this was done just this summer, right?
Yes, this was done this summer, and just by the title and the state of events in the world, I feel like it kind of, explains itself. Feelings on the state of the world. It's just a release of all that aggression and frustration that everybody in the world is feeling right now with COVID and lockdown. And this is how I spend a lot of my time, is just exploring a new side of my creativity through digital artwork. So both of these are digital paintings, and they kind of mimic what I usually do with my acrylic paint. I usually like kind of an abstract, more dreamy background, and then I love to work with a figure. And both of these are digital paintings done in Procreate. So this is kind of a new medium for me, but I really love, exploring new things.
Yeah, awesome. And I want to jump to the next slide, but before that, the one on the left is entitled "Enough is Enough," and that was also done this summer as well.
Yes, yeah, all of these are done this summer.
And then our final slide is entitled "In the Midst of the Mutiny." And I just want to say, when I first took a look at these particular pieces of art, my eyes hurt, but I felt that was the point, to really kind of knock you off of your game, because the whole world is kind of off balance right now. So
yeah, it's all about kind of looking twice and finding beauty in the midst of the chaos.
Beautiful. Well, Brittany, before I let you go, can you tell us in the Facebook comments, can you put where we can find your art, where we can find more information about Painting with a Twist? Because we would love, as this video is archived, of course, we're going to be posting the contact information for all of our artists involved. And we really want people to know where to find you and where to find more of your work.
Absolutely. I'll put it in the comments, but my personal page is wolfworks.com. And you can find me at the studio at paintingwithatwist.com at the West Little Rock location.
Brittany, thank you so much for your time. And really, we really appreciate you being here tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let me go to my order of events. I believe next we have, Nakeia Jones is going to do a performance for us. She's a performing artist here in Central Arkansas. Hey, Nakeia, how are you doing down there?
Hi.
Hi. So, Nakeia, before you get started, did you want to say a few things about yourself, about your background? I was reading some of your bio, and I saw that you've done some. Had I think a track produced by Daz and Bree.
Yes, sir.
So I've heard them live in a concert before, so they're very energetic group. So I know you're in good hands.
Yeah, the song that they actually produced was my first ever song. So I was all new to it. They were super nice and really helpful. And I was really experienced like what it was to actually create music. And I'm so glad that I got to experience my first song and all of that with them because they're just such creative people. And with them, I was able to bounce ideas and things like that. So it was a really fun experience.
Oh, that's amazing, Nakeia. So please, the floor is yours
Okay.
for the remainder of your song. Nakeia Jones.
I'm sorry I have to do this, but I know it is what's right. I ain't trying to hurt you, but all we do is fight. You constantly been changing, we used to be so tight. Dates every Friday, always gave me the spotlight. To the EAKUP is what I'm saying. Sorry, I feel this way, but your love is not the same. UP is what I'm saying. Sorry, I feel this way, but your love is not the same. You weren't good enough, but I wanted that kind of love. Try to tell myself you fix it. Should've known I was asking for too much. Take back this necklace, it reminds me of you. I don't want excuses, me and you are through. B.I. to the E-A-K-U-P is what I'm saying. Sorry, I feel this way, but your love is not the same. B.I. to the E-A-K-U-P is what I'm saying. Sorry, I feel this way, but your love is not the same. I know we had these times, but I should've known it wouldn't last. Said we'd be forever, but those words slipped out of our mouths. Don't call my phone, cause your number is already blocked. Wipe your tears, cause my mind is already made up. KUP is what I'm saying. Sorry, I feel this way, but your love is not the same. B.I. to the E-A-K-U-P is what I'm saying. Sorry, I feel this way, it's not the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Nakeia. Yes. Well, that's what I was going to say next. If you want to hear more of Nakeia's music, please head to nakeiate.com/music. You'll be able to download, see her bio, get some merch.
Yeah.
The Feels shirt is very, very nice.
Thank you.
I really do thank you so much for being a part of this, Nakeia, and looking forward to what the rest of your career brings
Thank
to the rest of
you.
Central Arkansas. So thank you so much. Up next, we have artist Mr. Nick Palmer, is a visual artist based out of here in Conway. Nick, I saw you on the screen a minute ago.
Where? I go. Can you see me?
I can see you now. Yes.
You got me? Okay. Hey, how you doing?
I'm great, man. How about yourself tonight?
Oh man, I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Good, good, good. And Nick, I was trying to formulate questions for everybody tonight, just to make sure that we got a little scratch the surface of the inspiration behind all of y'all artists. Can you tell us, was there like an educator or a family member or someone that was there in your life that really kind of supported you and said, yeah, chase this dream?
And to be honest, it always starts at home, with your parents, my mother, but one of the biggest supporters, my rock, was my wife, actually. Since I've been at the university, even going through it, she's always been my biggest supporter, my biggest cheerleader, and has honestly played a pivotal part in getting me to this point as a professional artist. She's been a great inspiration to me.
It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. I see. I want to take a look at your work, and I see you're already sporting one of them on your shirt.
Yes, I am.
Let's go to the first slide.
Of course, let's do it.
Yes.
All right. So, I'm sorry.
No, I know the title. I'll let you do it.
So this piece is actually titled Skylines. It is a digital piece that I am wearing. This piece was made to put emphasis on finding serenity. I used a dark background and an illuminated geographic figure to put emphasis on the sunset, to let people know, remind myself and viewers that even in the darkest moments that we have to continue to find serenity, no matter how hard it may be. And it has been hard, I know, for myself in this quarantine in 2020, but we have to keep pushing towards serenity. So that was the inspiration behind this piece, Skylines, and it'll be on my website as well, mpsquare.net.
Lovely, lovely. And again, after we're all done, in the comments on Facebook, please input that information so we can look you up, and I'll obviously keep it for the archive there.
Sure.
And next one.
All right. So this next piece is actually titled Brady Bunch. It is a digital composition. It's actually one of 7 pieces in a series inspired by the movie White Man Can't Jump. I created this piece to honor my late father. He introduced this movie to me when I was a child. It's a movie that I've loved since my first time seeing it. It's a piece that I entered in my senior show that I won exhibition honors for. So this piece, this series really means a lot to me, not just for the awards, the accolades, but it's a piece of me and my father that I'll always have to remember. That's
beautiful, man. Yeah. Wow. Oh, well, we have one more piece of yours. We'd love to hear you talk about this one. Honestly, this one I think was my favorite when I saw it.
Okay, so this piece is entitled Warning. It's a part of an ongoing series of mine that started in 2018. This piece is an ink drawing mixed with a little bit of red Sharpie. When making this piece, I just wanted to warn everybody out there to love yourself. Always remember to love yourself. Self-esteem, self-love is very important. We live in a society that can make you question yourself, question your actions and your mindset. But it's important to know that in order to thrive in this world, it starts with you. It starts with your idea of yourself. And that's the one constant that's going to remain as long as you're here on this earth.
Well, uplifting and inspiring. So Nick, thank you for your words. Thank you for your art. Obviously, we appreciate you being a part of this showcase and for the contributions you've already made to our community. We just can't wait for more and more things, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we're going to take a quick detour of showcasing our artists in this particular showcase. And we're going to have a moment to introduce one of our ArtsFest committee members, Ms. Louise Mandumbwa. Louise is, again, like I said, on the committee for ArtsFest for this year, but she was also a 2019 Conway Alliance for the Arts Awards recipient. And so we are so thankful to have Louise back. If you have not seen any of her artwork, do yourself a favor and just search for it. But I will let you have the floor, Louise, please.
I really appreciate that, Mr. Ron. Thank you so much. I'll quickly just kind of read through my remarks, but I want to say to everybody that's come before me, I've really enjoyed getting to see the work that you've shared, the music that you've shared is really wonderful. So again, good evening, everyone. I'm really appreciative to be here in such good company. And to echo the sentiments of what has been said, you know, this year, ArtsFest looks a little different than what we might have imagined just a year ago. But outside of the innovation, this year's limitations have inspired and the resilience it has demanded of all of us. I believe this year's ArtsFest, under the theme We Create Conway, has gotten us back to the heart of what this festival has championed for the last 14 years, and that's community. Even without the streets being filled or bright lights, what we have left is a community that's really unique to Conway, Arkansas. And while this corner of the world is not where my story personally begins, it's been a privilege to spend 5 years of my life here as an honorary Arkansan, I would hope. The last 3 years as a UCA Bear, and the last several months, really like everybody else, a witness to a country that is filled with people that are determined to celebrate all of the people in it and all of the stories that make up Conway or Arkansas or even the US to what it is today. So in the face of uncertainty or despair or even like a dreaded Monday morning, right? It's music and art and stories that lift our spirits during quarantine, like Nick shared. It's art and poetry and dance that provide us a rallying cry or something to help us continue moving forward. Somewhere warm, somewhere to share, somewhere to listen and to learn. And I might be a little bit biased in saying this, but I believe armed with stories, we get to challenge and expand and change how we exist as individuals and as groups of people, how we exist in the public imagination, in our own imaginations, what we are aware that we can achieve. And so again, I am extremely excited to be here. I'm excited for this seat at the table that ArtsFest has intentionally created. And I'm excited to continue to engage and celebrate just some of the small stories that make up Conway, Arkansas, home away from home for me personally, and filled with people and stories and experiences that are just truly worth celebrating. So thank you again for allowing me to be a part of ArtsFest this year. It's been an absolute privilege and honor. I have appreciated the patience that has been extended to me and the freedom that I've been allowed to have just creating and thinking and engaging with the different committee members. I hope that ArtsFest has been something incredibly memorable, as this year will be, but something we can look back on and really reflect how intentional we have been in this space and time to amplify the voices of some of the people that need that the most. So I'll let everybody continue on with the rest of the programming. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Louise, so much for those words. I think there's been so much grace extended to people in this troubling times that we're living in. And it's really great to see how the arts and culture have flourished even amidst all of these barriers put up. But we're going to press on, and our next showcase is Adaja Cooper. And some of you might recognize Adaja's name. She is an artist who painted a mural on 7th Street, and it was vandalized twice in 1 week. Adaja, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
In an effort on Cactus side, we have included Adaja's Cash App in this slide, because if you would like to donate to helping buy supplies to restore that, please feel free to do so. Adaja, if I will give you the floor, if you want to say a little bit more about your work and about what inspired you, not just to make the pieces that are on showcase that are also behind you, which look fantastic, but what inspired you to make Ain't I a Woman, which is the mural that was defaced.
So as an artist, I am inspired by current events and social movements. And I think that it's really important way just to get your message across. And so when the opportunity came for me to paint my first mural, I was inspired by another painting that I made titled Day 13. And so I use that same concept with the names and the lettering and the body of the that painting or the mural. And so the mural it's titled Ain't I Woman, and it is based on the speech by Sojourner Truth. And so I wanted to make a piece that was centered around Black femininity and Black female empowerment. And so surrounding the figure are names of women who've been affected by police brutality and medical system. I just wanted to be a piece for really anyone going by, just to take a moment and reflect on the actions of this country and how it affects Black women. And so I'm just thankful for the community support behind this mural, even though it was defaced twice. The comments and the shares and the sweet messages I've received have really helped to uplift my spirits and the message that I intended for.
Well, just looking upon your body of work that I've seen, Adaja, it definitely speaks to peace and serenity that we all want a piece of that serenity. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you.
If we want to take a look at the pieces you submitted. On the left, you have For the Culture, and on the right is one of my early muses as a child, Erykah Badu. So can you tell us quickly about the inspiration behind your color combinations, just your whole composition style here?
Sure. I'm inspired by my art teacher from high school. His name is Rex Deloney, and he really inspired me to use this orange and blue color combination, even brown and blues. So that's what you see in most of these paintings. The one on the left is a portrait of a friend of mine, and I asked him to pose, and I just wanted this piece to, I just never see paintings like this of just showcasing Black joy and just Black culture. And so I was just really motivated to do that. And of course on the right, I had to paint Erykah, and these colors, I just really love the use of really vibrant colors. With a lot of my paintings, I like to oversaturate my palette, and so that the colors are as vibrant as possible. And so, yeah, that was the goal for both of these.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we can go to the next one, and this is called To Glisten, right?
Yes.
I will say personally, myself and my other co-chair, we were just kind of like staring at this together, just because it's so, and it draws you in. Is this another friend of yours that posed for you?
This is a cousin of mine.
That's great. So when you're working, do you just take a photo, or do you just like freehand, like while they're standing there, or do you just take a picture in the mind and just go from there?
With this painting, I took a picture. We were both at the pool one day, and I asked her to pose for me. And so this one took about a year to finish. So the picture is kind of old. She doesn't look like that anymore. But yeah.
But you caught that moment in time. That's what's important. Well, Adaja, thank you so much for taking the time out to be with us tonight. Really appreciate you. For everybody watching, again, if you would like to contribute to the fund or the funds to help keep to either restore that mural or to keep it safe, whatever we can help with, we are here for you, Adaja. So thank you so much for your time tonight, and
Thank you.
we'll be seeing you soon, for sure.
Thank you.
And check what's up next. Next, we have on the program a performing artist named K-Dre. I think he might have hit some technical snags, so he is not signed in to the room. So we will just press on and know that he is loved. If you want to know more about K-Dre, you can check out his YouTube page and hear some of his music, as well as see some of his games that he plays professionally. Moving right along, though, is the artist you just saw flash across screen, Jasmine Jackson. Jasmine, welcome. How are you today?
Hi. Hello. How are you? I'm fine.
Good. Thank you so much for being here. I can't express my appreciation enough for everybody that's taking the time out. And I really I really dig your pieces of art. Like I really do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about your start as a professional artist, or when did things start kind of falling into place for you?
Well, really, when I love art my whole entire life. I remember when I was a kid and I would start, I would have a lot of coloring books and I would just trace the image. And to me, that's how I got my start in drawing. And from then on, when I grew up, I decided whatever I did in life, I knew I wanted to be about art. And I always felt that in a career, just to do what you love and love art is what I love to do. And so when I went to college, I decided the first thing I was going to do was major in art.
Fantastic. I'm trying to get to your part of my notes because I want to make sure I say the titles of your pieces correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So, could we go ahead and take a look at the first page of your because you submitted three items.
I did.
And on the left, we have Urban CMYK.
Yes, Urban CMYK is one of my earlier pieces. It's a mix of everything that I learned while I was in college. It's a play on my love for urban cityscapes, and I wanted to mix in the process of the color printing process, which is the cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. And so when I made this, I like to mix graphic design and photography. That's why I use this photo of one of my dear friends. He was one of my first muses when I started making graphics pieces. And I just wanted to put everything together and, just create something new that I've never really seen before, because I've seen images that are kind of like it, but not exactly like it,
Yeah. Well, it's all the pieces that you submitted. They're very striking. I get a very visceral reaction looking at them. So it's working. On the right, we have Portrait of Self, which was done this year as well, right?
Yes.
So,
Portrait of Self. Oh, go ahead.
No, you were about to go into what I was going to ask.
Yeah, Portrait of Self is basically it's a portrait of my inner self as well as a self-portrait. When I made this, I wanted to highlight who I am on the inside with the flowers. The rose is delicate, but at the same time, the rose has thorns as a way to as a form of self-preservation. Yeah. So I feel like that's who I am on the inside. And I also use the diamonds to symbolize, diamonds are formed under pressure. And to me, that's when I thrive the most under pressure. So this is just a semblance of who I am.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's beautiful. And if we go to the next one, I noticed, kind of tie-in from the diamonds from that one to going into this piece, which is Stop and Smell the Flowers, and the gems coming out of the top of the head, top of the crown. So can you talk a little bit about this?
Yes, this is also one of my older pieces. This is one of my best friends. I took this photo of her on her wedding day. And everything about this image today is who she is. It's not who she was then, but it's who she is now. And to me, that's just amazing. But from the gems and everything, and I wanted to really play on color to be the focal theme. So you can feel feelings of nature as well as life and happiness.
That's lovely. That's lovely. And what a great way to honor your friend in that way. So it's beautiful, Jasmine. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been a pleasure to see everybody and meet everyone in this virtual format, but I'm really, really very lucky to say that we're taking part in this first ever Black Artist Showcase. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next up on our showcase, we have Mr. Rashawn Penister. He's a visual artist out of Pine Bluff. Rashawn, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How's it going?
Man, I'm doing. If I was doing any better, I'd be twins. Rashawn, so are you a Pine Bluff native, or are you a Pine Bluff transplant?
Pretty much a native.
Okay. So were you inspired by your life in and around the city, or your family? Can you give a little background about that?
Pretty much, man. Everything I do is kind of inspired by family, also the community, and here at Pine Bluff. And I went to school at UAPB where I took a serious approach in art, and I graduated with a degree in visual art. Then I came back to get a teacher license to teach, and right now I'm an art teacher at the Pine Bluff School District.
Well, I'm sure you're inspiring many young generations in the same way that you were. So thank you for completing the circle, bringing it back around.
You're welcome.
Can we take a couple look at some of your pieces that you submitted? And I thought the use of mixed media in this was quite ingenious. So I want you to talk a little bit about what's going on here.
So the name of the piece is Tamika. What it is that I was doing like pictures of like classmates and friends, and what I did was I was trying to see like how can I use these cards, and what I was doing with her was I was trying to find out ways where I can make an impact, at the same time not use her whole face, just use some of the face where the viewers can look at it and see these cards, and the cards that I use is mostly diamonds and hearts, and also I use the queen because the goal is to let pretty much let the viewers know that women's are very important in society. We need them, and it's pretty much an inspiration on how women are very strong and how they're dealing with a lot of things that we can't see or we don't know.
Word, yeah, definitely.
And so I used the because when you're playing the game of spade, the diamonds they can like use to cut if you don't have any spades, and also when you're playing other games like poker or Mississippi mudslide, the diamonds or the queen, the face cards are more like the most powerful cards. So that's why we're using the queens in this picture.
I know when I used to play spades in high school, I tried to let that two spades walk all the time, but it would never work for me. Let's take a look at the next two pieces from you, Rashawn.
Okay.
You speak on either of these for us? Again, I can see that you're using the cards in these as well, and it looks fantastic.
I appreciate that. So the one on the left, that's called Bree. She's also someone I met in college when I got my visual art degree. So in a couple of years, I saw her on Instagram and I saw her picture. So I texted her and said, hey, you know, if I use this picture as as a reference? And she said, sure. So this was like one of my early works. And that was when I really was trying to see how can I use the cards. So I decided to use the hearts, and then the diamonds. And then when I did it, I decided okay, what else I can do to, to get this this unique appearance. So I decided that was gonna be the first couple of series where I will try to use real colors, real skin colors to show the viewers, how this look.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one on the right, it was untitled, but I decided to call it Migration because what I did was I took a picture of one of the people that were posting. It was a picture from the Great Migration. Mm-hmm. And I decided to use it because, she was posed she didn't know where this journey is going to land. So it's she had that uncertainty. So that's why I decided to use cards because, when you're playing card games, you're making choices of what cards you need to play. So it's her playing that game of life where she's making a choice for a better future.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing, Rashawn. Yeah. Striking beauty in these pieces of art, and then also the meaning and inspiration behind them is fantastic, man. Thank you so much for contributing to this showcase and letting us honor you in this special way. So thank you, Rashawn. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes. Before we go any further, we have reached the end of the artists being honored here. So I want to say a huge thank you to all of our artists that have been involved in this particular showcase. Well, not all the artists, but up next, we have a very special performance from a very special entertainer, musician, entrepreneur. She ticks a lot of boxes, and she's looped into this thank you for all of our artists. Up next, we have a special performance from the Afroshoujo.
Your device is ready to pair.
And she will be, hello.
Hey.
She has a new EP out called Scared of My Shadow. And she is, again, the Afroshoujo, Mary the Magical Girl. Mary, do you want to say a few things about yourself before you get in, or do you just want to go right in?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be talking the whole time, so we can just really, I can take over if you're ready.
I'm putting myself in because I know where the show's at.
Your device is ready.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to get my my mic together.
It's all right.
Okay. Hey. Okay, it's up to me now. Okay, hi. I'm Afroshoujo / Mary Rowe, and I'm super excited to be here. This is my first performance in a few months since I dropped Scared of My Shadow, so I'm really grateful to Ron and to the entire Conway Arts Alliance for inviting me. And yeah, we're gonna have fun. So yeah, so as Ron was saying, I just released my latest EP called Scared of My Shadow. And it is, what I want to say, it's basically like all of my teenage angst put into one project. And it was very cathartic for me. I went back through all my journals and, you know, looked at how I was truly feeling during the darkest time of my life. And I thought, you know, summer is ending, you know, it's time to put something out there that's going to make people reflect, you know, kind of spooky, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, is there anything really scarier than your own mind? LOL. But yeah, so we're just gonna get right into it. I'm sorry, I'm just like going back and forth. Okay, anyway, we're gonna get right into it. And we're gonna start with the intro from my latest EP. It's called Poppin'. I'm trying to make it so like I can, so that's like just me. How do I do that? Oh, I did it. Okay, great. Yeah, so it's called, no, did I say Poppin'? Deposits. It's called Deposits. And one of the main themes of Scared of My Shadow is that even though I am all of these wonderful, flattering things that Ron talked about when he introduced me, you know, I am an artist, I am an entrepreneur, but I'm also a human, and I go through things and feel things. And that was one of the main themes of, you know, of this project. So Deposits is, it's the intro, it really gives you that. And then right after that, I'm gonna go into the next song called Poppin', which it talks about me being in high school, being sad, dealing with depression, self-harm, anxiety, but ultimately overcoming these things. So let's get into it. Okay. I'm not just some arrogant, doe-eyed novice. I got skeletons in my closet. I ain't interested in your wallet. I need validation deposits. I need validation deposits. I need deposits. I need validation deposits. I need deposits. My work ethic is made of iron. Everybody wanna know where I got it. Papa was an alien and mama still a shaman. Who would have knew 2 + 2 = goddess, or glamorous, or priestess, or right witch, or magical girl? Either way you say it, I'm still changing the world. Say it how you wanna, I'm still scared of myself. But I don't need help, I'm doing fine, just swell. It's not your business. arrogant, doe-eyed novice. I've got skeletons in my closet. I ain't interested in your wallet. I need validation deposits. I need validation deposits. I need deposits. I need validation deposits. I need deposits. Thank you. My scars is popping today. Thin lines in the summertime come out to play. Reminds me of times when I tussle with blades, when I wrestle with shame, love affair with the pain. My scars is popping today. Thin lines in the summertime come out to play. Reminds me of times when I tussle with blades, when I wrestle with shame, love affair with the pain. I think I saw my soul today, but that's not what I came to say. The walls around my psyche compartmentalize my inner pain. It's not my place to show my hurt and interrupt your day. I know my place, I know my face. Should smile when you walk my way. Don't talk to me, nigga, can't you see? I got my headphones in for a fucking reason. My MP3 keeps on repeated. Pumped up kicks foster the people. I don't really want to shoot nobody. I don't even think I'm suicidal. I just want to be out my body. I just want to look cute and godly. I just want to impress my mommy. She spawned me and told me the father was watching, so I better walk in my calling. Stepped out on a limb, now I'm falling into the deepest and stillest of waters. We all just sheep to the slaughter. I want that smoky, I want all them problems. Can't see myself without them. I bought a pack of razor blades. I'm saving them for rainy days. It feels like breathing feathers while submerged in liquid serenade. Gave my skin the scent it craved and locked my door to scream for days. Am I still beautiful, all bundled in this stupid cage? Guess I can't communicate what happened without feeling like I'm throwing up my wedding ring or throwing up my birthday cake. You just can't relate. I'd rather my smile be fake than have to show you all my pain. My scars is popping today. Thin lines in the summertime come out to play. Reminds me of times when I tussle with blades, when I wrestle with shame, love affair with the pain. My scars is popping today. Thin lines in the summertime come out to play. Reminds me I've seen the other side of the game. I can win if I play. Take it day after day. Thank you. Yay. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you were gonna say something, Ron, or if I just need to keep on pushing.
No. This is your time. I am just an observer, enjoying the show.
Okay, so I mean that's enough sad stuff. Let's we're gonna move into some happy tunes. So the next song is called V Cards, and it's a love song. It's one of my songs off of my second EP, Kingdom Heights. And yeah, it's a love song. It's autumn, it's cuffing season, it's getting cooler. We want to cuddle up, and I'm certainly feeling the love. So if you are too, then you will probably relate with this. I never thought I'd see my ankles by my ears. I'm head over heels for you. And I know that people say these things a lot, but really I never planned for you. I was content just to float, but have having someone to hold and sit on the other throne is actually pretty dope. So I won't let my anxiety turn me cold. Oh no, you the one I want, so in love. Oh no, you the one I want, so in love. Gotta turn it up. We exist in the same timeline, and that's marvelous. And the world might end because of Donald Trump, but I don't fear death, because with my last breath I'll be thanking God for you. I'm inspired by you, I'm enthralled by you. I see God in your baby, head gang crazy, but I want you for your mind. Sit me down for story time, redefine my underlying biases, my fear of failure, having kids. I calculate the end of it, then cast the roles and write the script. I need your hand around my wrist. Be on this trip, be on this trip. That emptiness got created into something new. It's a privilege every time I get to look at you. Mama told me that you know a tree by its fruit, and I've been taking off the features since the day we flew. I was content just to dream and live my life through a screen. But then you up and chose me, my butter, sugar, and cream, my moonbeam, my baby, my sweetie, my Thank you. Grab your girl, tell her you love her, or your man, however that goes. Okay, the next song is actually very special to me. It's called Back to Eden, and I actually wrote this song right at the beginning of the pandemic, meltdown. Everyone's like, what are we gonna do? So that was where I was when I wrote this, and I was in. And I had it, and I did like a draft version of it. And I was like, okay, well, I can't wait to get this perfect so I can release it. And then I saw a post on Instagram, and someone said, if you are an artist right now and you have like something to release, don't wait until it's perfect. Like, release this. So I figured, people need this. So I didn't wait for it to be perfect, and I just released it. And it's become one of my most popular, most positive songs. So yeah, and it went from being about the pandemic to being about the social issues that we're going through, with Black Lives Matter, and that being my reality. This piece really speaks to that. So this is called Back to Eden, and this is what I call kawaii gospel. Get back to Eden, live on top of the world. Let's get back to eating fruits and shaking our curls. Love's our only heaven while we live through this hell. So let's get back to playing, no more money chasing. Nothing lasts forever. Let's ride this ride together. We'll prove no such such thing as a life that's better than yours. Take your boots and your straps and finish the course. I'm still alive. So let's live it right, let's do it. I'm here to let you know you still got time to grow. Don't let them scare your faith, you're gonna be okay. For every boy and girl who wants to rule the world, just spend some time inside, the kingdom's in your mind. Here to let you know you still got time to grow. Don't let them scare your faith, you're gonna be okay. For every boy and girl who wants to rule the world, just spend some time inside, the kingdom's in your mind. In your mind. In your mind. Nothing lasts forever. We all gotta go someday, so let's ride this ride. We'll turn the tide, we'll prove no such thing as a life that's better than yours. Take your boots and your straps and finish the course. I'm still alive. So let's live it right, let's do it. Live on top of the world. We're gonna live on top of the world. 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 We're living on top of the world. Live on top of the world. Live on top of the world. Oh, what God has in store for you. Come get your healing. Come get your breakthrough. Thank you.
Yes. Mary, do you have one more for us, if that's okay?
Sure.
We would love to hear one more, if that's okay. Just while you're getting ready for that, everybody, again, this is Afroshoujo. You can check out, and this will be a slide after she's done. You go to the Afroshoujo.com to see all of her streaming sites you can find her on. It's going to be Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, Facebook, all of your socials, and merch, of course, is out there for shoujos. And if you want to be a shoujo fan, you can definitely do that as well.
Yes, join my fan club.
That's it. Yes, exactly. So Mary, I'll let you get on with your final one, and then I'll have a few final remarks, and then we'll be all done. So again,
okay.
Thank you. I'm good. I'm muting.
Okay. All right. Final one. It is also on the positive tip. It's a little more existential. But anyway, this is also off of my newest project, Scared of My Shadow. It is the final track on the project or whatever. And like I was saying, Scared of My Shadow is about being, sad, but then not sad. So this is the final of it. And me just realizing that, there's no point in wasting time. Life is precious, time is precious. So, if spending your time being sad means that you think that you're kind of just assuming that, later on you can, be joyous or whatever. But I don't like to take time for granted. So this song is called Eggs and Pencils. And it comes from a SpongeBob reference. And the SpongeBob reference is like, I guess they're like having a conversation and Patrick's like, SpongeBob, I'm having an eggs and pencils crisis. But really he meant existential crisis. I just thought that was hilarious. So I named my song Eggs and Pencils. So let's do it. Get out of here. All right. Look, I could die anytime and this all be over. Terrified by existence, but I'm chilling on it. Terrorized by the system, cause I ain't conforming. Life is a stage, I'm just trying to give a good performance. Life's hard and then you're gone. And who knows what's right or wrong. I didn't ask for this, but I'ma master this and move on. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Humans suck, we gotta go. Way too much confusion and pollution for the earth to grow. Who could have known that we get worse over time? In the scheme of things, we've had this rock a blink of an eye. And in the blink of an eye, a plane could fall from the sky and I could get some shrapnel in my eye. Is that not wild? I'm a child of indigo. I'm enlightened by my inner glow. If you're tired of the same old, then something's gotta go. I'm saying gracias, dankeschön, arigato, shia, merci, te amo. These words can send such a sweet message. If you didn't comprehend, I'ma say it again. It goes gracias, dankeschön, arigato, shia, merci, te amo. Before it all ends, I just want to make friends, make my odds even, and forgive my sin, cause I could die anytime and this all be over. Terrified by existence, but I'm chilling on it. Terrorized by the system, cause I ain't conforming. Life is a stage, I'm just trying to give a good performance. Life's hard and then you're gone. And who knows what's right or wrong. I didn't ask for this, but I'ma master this and move on. Inky, pinky, ponky, niggers, jacks, and honkies. Can't forget the faggots, right? Any excuse to divide. Step aside, your brain is fried with pleasure pills and poison weed. Body taking beatings from like every single thing you eat. Day, night, rain, sleep. Bigots never seem to sleep, but I'm not staying up all night to monitor the way you think. All I want to do is feel safe when I'm walking down the street. You worry about me. Defund the police. Gracias, dankeschön, arigato, shia, merci, te amo. Before it all ends, I just want to make friends, make my odds even, and forgive my sin, cause I could die anytime and this all be over. Terrified by existence, but I'm chilling on it. Terrorized by the system, cause I ain't conforming. Life is a stage, I'm just trying to give a good performance. Life's hard and then you're gone, and who knows what's right or wrong. I didn't ask for this, but I'ma master this and move on. Life's hard, and then you're gone. Life's hard, and then you're gone. But it's cool, cause I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Life's hard, and then you're gone. Life's hard, and then you're gone. But it's cool, cause we're moving on. We're moving on. Thank you, Conway ArtsFest. Thank you, Ron, for being an excellent MC. Thank you, everyone who came to watch. Can't wait to do it again.
Yes. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. Thank you, Afroshoujo, for
You're welcome.
spreading the music. Awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Well, we have reached the end to our Black Artist Showcase tonight. I want to say thank you so much to everyone that has participated in the showcase, the people that submitted art, and the people that we selected. You're all fantastic, and we're so proud and so fortunate to have you in our communities, and we cannot wait to uplift you more. I want to again thank our sponsors for ArtsFest this year: Conway Kiwanis, Arkansas Community Foundation, Engage Management, and specifically for this Black Artist Showcase, Silver Lake Design Studio. Without our sponsors, we couldn't make this happen as a nonprofit. And so we are so happy that they see the investment that we are making in the arts and in our communities, and they see the good and the benefit of that being celebrated, not just once a year, but every single day. Because when the arts are vibrant, when the arts are central to community engagement, when the arts are lifted up and not seen as something that is just can be pushed by the wayside, that's when you really see communities thrive. That's when you see people really band together. And that's when you can see adversity taken head on and really and a triumph over that. I want to thank so the board members for Conway Alliance for the Arts, Schwa Miller, Tracy Spivey, Julia Dossett Morgan, Bart Dooley, Ricky Gully, Amanda Cheatham. I'm reading from my email list. I don't think I missed anybody else. And Nakeia Palmer. Yes, I got it there at the end. And a special thanks to my co-chair, Kristen Spickard. This is our second year co-chairing ArtsFest together, and I say it to her every single time I can. None of this would be possible without her. She is a wizard when it comes to graphic design and organization, and it's just a blessing to know her and to be able to work with her. And finally, wear your masks. Everybody's tired of being inside. Everybody's tired of this. So if we band together and we really show that we care about one another, we can do the smallest thing of putting a piece of cloth over our face. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. All lives can't matter until Black lives matter. So thank you all for being here tonight. We are here, and we are an organization that's here to uplift people. We are an organization that's here to uplift the arts. And if you have need of us, please let us know. We are accessible at www.conwayarts.org. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. Every artist that you saw tonight should have their contact info in our Facebook Live. We will make that public as well on our website once we archive this video. So if you need more information on them and you don't remember who they were, but you remember the impact that they made on you tonight, come to us and we will help you find that. So all that to say, thank you so much and good night.